All right, everybody, we're going to be talking about how to build business credit with bad personal credit. But we're not going to make having bad personal credit a habit. In 2024, we are not going to do that, guys. So, first, before we jump into the business credit, we're going to talk about having bad credit. You guys can fix that. Matter of fact, we're going to have a link going across the bottom.
Yep.
Everybody that has trouble with their personal credit, I need you to put AI in the chat. So put AI in the chat during this live or later on. We're going to make sure we send you a link over so that you guys don't have to suffer with bad credit. Because with AI out here and all these things, all these tools that we have, it is no excuse to have bad credit, babe. What you think?
Most definitely. Hi everyone.
What's up,
Happy
Jerome?
Tuesday. I'm telling you, time waits for no one.
I know, right?
And time is going by so fast until y'all got to get on board.
Let's go.
There is no excuse, like Marvin said, to have bad personal credit.
Right.
Get yourself in position. We're going to have a link going across the bottom.
Yep.
It is very inexpensive. So there's no excuses anymore, guys.
No
None
excuses.
whatsoever. So get yourself in position to scale.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we have so many business owners that we talk to and so many business owners that's calling us, but they're having challenges with their personal credit.
Right.
And in order to get business credit now, you have to make sure your personal credit is on point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are a lot of fintech companies out there that will most definitely give you money, or
Right.
some of the MCAs, they'll give you money without having good personal credit.
Correct.
But why have those high interest rate when you can keep that money in your pocket if you just do the right thing and fix your credit?
That's right.
It's easy.
You know, you can build business credit. We're going to get deep into it tonight, but I
Yes.
want you guys to be active in the chat.
Mhm.
You know, if you guys got problems with your personal credit, type AI in the chat. We're going to keep this going all night. I want y'all to, as you come in, put your name and where you guys are from. And then I'm going to show you guys something. I want somebody to put the name of their business inside the chat and what state they're from. I'm going to show you guys a trick later on, but I need you guys to participate in the
Most
chat
definitely.
and let's get it going, y'all. So, you know, I'm Marvin. This is Gloria.
Hey, everybody. I'm Gloria.
And if you are not subscribed to the channel, you need to because we got videos coming out about business credit, business lines of credit, business loans, you name it. We're making videos about it. And if you guys got any suggestions of lenders that you want us to talk about in a video, make sure you put that in the chat as well. Because what we want to do is help out the community, help you guys get empowered. That's the name of our channel, Empowering
your
Finances.
finances.
And we want you guys to get value out of this. So
Hold
let's.
on. I just got a question.
Uh,
Okay, so guys, Marvin introduced me as Gloria, but really, I'm his better half. What do you guys think? I'm the better half of him. Okay.
Right. So you guys get in here in the chat. Let's get to it. So we're talking about how to build business credit with bad personal credit. So
Yes.
first of all, let's talk about making sure your business is set up correctly. So
Yes, so important.
you got to set up a LLC or you got to set up a corp, you know, a C corp. And then after that, make sure you got your EIN number. You know, make sure that you have your phone number, which one easy way to start business credit is to actually turn your phone from a personal phone to your business phone.
Yep.
All the carriers will do it if you have an LLC, an EIN number, and then think about your address. Either you got a physical location, your home, or a virtual address. Then make sure that you got a email address. You know, the email address that has the name of your business in it is very
important.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of these lenders are looking for that because they know it's like $5 a month, I think, on Google Workspace. Now Google will let you have an email address with your company name in it. So then after that, let's start a business bank account. We talk to lenders all the time, and they said 60% or more of business owners don't have a business bank account. Like PayPal, all of that is not a business bank account.
Yeah, let me jump into that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're talking about PayPal, Cash App,
Right.
Chime,
Right.
you know, all of these places that you're going to get a bank account and you're doing, that you're going to, do money transactions in it. That's not a bank account.
Right.
But if you are using PayPal, if you are using Cash App, take that money and make sure that once the customer gives it to you,
Right.
you move it over to your bank account.
Yeah.
Because you have to, first of all, you need to have a business bank account.
Yeah. Off the top.
And Marvin and I was just talking about this. This is like really, really deep. Okay. You really need to have transactions going in and out of your account.
Yeah.
And now what banks are looking at is they're looking at the end of the day, when all the dust settles,
right,
how much money do you have actually left over?
Correct.
After you pay everything.
Yeah. Is
after
it positive?
Or is it negative after all? Okay, so let's talk about this. You may not have any NSFs.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they still want to see that you're positive.
Right. That you got money left over at the end of the month, which means you have a positive month, which means you made money. So we want you guys to really know what you're doing, because, a lot of times we'll just take bank statements to the banks and you won't look at them. But look at your bank statements. Like sometimes you can get a net 30 or a net 60. So let's recap real quick. We got the business set up, the LLC or the corp, EIN, phone number, email address, bank account. Now we can get into building business credit. So let me tell you one of the easiest ways to build business credit with bad credit. You need to go with a company called eCredible. It's a company called eCredible. I can pull it up in a little bit and show you guys, but you can turn bills, bills that you have into credit. Right. So you can actually turn your bills into credit. So, it's a lot of ways that you really don't have to buy anything. A lot of times we start buying things
that we don't need.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. If you're going to build business credit,
right,
buy things that's going to help you, and it's going to help you in your business as well.
Correct. And like you're saying, I don't want you guys starting a bunch of accounts that you don't actually need. We want you starting accounts that you will use on a continual basis, because what happens if you don't use those, then guess what? You end up not being able to build business credit, because business credit does not have to stay on your business profile. It can be there 1 minute and be gone the next.
Most definitely.
We want you guys to really realize that, using business credit, be careful. Don't just do any and everything that you see on the internet. So let me know that you guys can see my screen. It's a company called eCredible. I want to make sure you guys can see that. It's called eCredible. And with this company, you can turn bills into business credit trade lines.
Most definitely.
You got things such as, your utility bill that you can use. You can use your power, your gas, your water, mobile phone, TV services, internet, landline, your rent, your lease, your virtual office, suppliers, business insurance, and numerous services, accounting, marketing, web, and technology. So guys, look at this. You can build business credit right here with these bills. These bills can turn into your business credit. And then let's talk about the business bureaus for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, you got Dun and Bradstreet. Their score goes from 0 to 100. You got Experian, goes from 0 to 100. And an 80 and above is a good score. You got Equifax, commercial, 1 score for commercial. All right, you got Credit Safe, 0 to 100. So these are companies, and it's more. It's actually more of these that you can take a look at. So I want you guys to really be informed as we're talking about this, and to understand that you can actually turn bills into business credit. Now, if y'all learned something, please put some flames in the chat.
Yes.
Even after this is over with, we can still see this stuff. I need y'all to like this chat up. Let us know that you appreciate this. And, Glory and I, we love coming on here every Tuesday. We come live, and we want you guys to be excited. We want you guys to learn things. But like we said, don't use bad personal credit as an excuse. Keep building business credit.
And make sure that you're, getting yourself together so that you can show a positive cash flow.
Correct.
Cash flow is very important in your business.
Correct.
That doesn't mean that you're going to open up an account and you're not going to have transactions going in and out. You need to have some transactions in these accounts. You need to show positive after you paid your bills. It's really, really important. When banks start talking about when they're talking about cash flow, that's what they want to see. They want to see that you made money.
Yeah.
And writing off everything in your business is not making money.
Correct.
It's just not. That's not positive cash flow.
Right.
Positive cash flow is, what do I have left over when all the dust settles? And that's really, really important. And it's important that you start to understand this terminology, because this is what the banks are talking about.
Correct.
And a better, once you get a better handle and a better grasp on what they're saying, the more you're going to open yourself up to more funding, because you're going to understand what the banks are looking for in order for you to get to the bag.
Exactly. And then we're going to start talking about net 30s. So before I get deep into the nets, remember, you can have a net 7, a net 14, a net 30, a net 60. What that means is that lender or that particular vendor is going to give you that many days to pay the bill. So if it's 7 days, they're going to give you 7 days to pay that bill. If it's 30 days, you can charge what you need to charge, but you have 30 days to pay it off. A lot of people frown on these. They don't like them, but they're great. They're actually absolutely amazing. So,
let me explain one day.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell them about a net 7 that we have.
Okay. So we have, Marvin and I have a full service restaurant, which I love. Yay.
Yeah.
The restaurant business makes me all tingly, right?
Yeah.
And you guys know that we live in Puerto Rico, but we have a restaurant in Mapleton, Georgia. So can you imagine, restaurant is one of those businesses that, they really don't like to lend to, because restaurant is really high risk.
Right.
There, like restaurants is one of the top leading failing businesses that you can go into.
Right.
Okay. So Marvin and I, I've been doing the restaurant business for like 14 years, and I've lost a couple of restaurants, and, because sometimes you have to fail to succeed, right, Marvin?
Yeah.
So
part of it.
When I met my amazing husband, he was like, why you don't have a net 7? I'm like, my food vendor don't have net 7s. Baby, yes, they do. So I was able to get a net 7 on one of our food vendors.
Right.
Cisco. They have a net 7. So, like, just say, for example, I order my groceries tomorrow, which is what, Wednesday?
Yeah.
I don't have to pay the bill for those groceries to the next Wednesday.
Right.
Do you know how that right there makes a big difference in our business, right, Marvin? It gives us an opportunity to get the groceries, make the money, and then pay the bill.
Correct.
So let me tell you guys, when you have those type of net 7s, net 14s, that allows you to make money and turn around and be able to put some money in your pocket, to pay all your bills and pay that invoice, because you're not paying for the product first, and then you got to go and sell it.
Right.
That
gives you time.
It gives you time.
And who wants more time? Guys, put it in the chat. Who wants more time to be able to make money? Like, if you can use a net 30 or net 7 to buy your materials so that you can make money, it's giving you more time to pay your employees, pay for your materials, pay for the rent, pay for the gas bill, whatever it is, it gives you more time. And don't frown on net 30s, net 60s. They build you up to be able to get the American Express, the Visa, the MasterCard, all of that. And you guys can use even these net 30s and net 60s, but be careful when you go to set them up. Don't just set up something you heard on YouTube or Instagram. Really sit down and ask your vendors, people that you do business with, ask them, hey, do you have a net 30? Do you have a net 60? I don't know if you guys know it, Amazon has a net 55. I know 80% of the people on here use Amazon.
Yes, guys, I love Amazon.
Right.
Look, I love me some Amazon. I get so much stuff from Amazon. I need to have, baby, we need to get some Amazon stock.
Right.
Like, for real.
Right.
We buy Amazon that much until, baby, that is a good idea. We do need to invest in Amazon.
You know,
so it's really, really important, like Marvin was saying, that you just check out what you're spending the money anyway.
Yeah.
So why not let it benefit you?
And somebody asked a quick question. They said, what's a good bookkeeping software? That's a great question.
Yeah.
A good bookkeeping software is QuickBooks. And I'm glad you brought that up, because as you use your QuickBooks, which is, we're talking about starting a business. For those of you who got on late, make sure you check out the replay. We talked about setting the business up, EIN number, email, phone number, office, address. Make sure that you guys set up the bank account and then get QuickBooks. That was a great question.
Yes,
because
so important.
Like later on, tell them how QuickBooks can do your processing. They can give you loans.
Yeah, QuickBooks does everything. And like a lot of times, now banking, when you're doing banking and you're going for funding,
right?
They're saying, hey, I need a P&L.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to call an accountant to prepare you a P&L. That can get really costly.
Right.
You can get a P&L right out of your QuickBooks.
Yep.
So QuickBooks can do payment processing for you. They can also do ACHs for you.
Yes.
So QuickBooks is a good tool to have, because you got everything all in one place. And also another one is Bill.com.
Yeah.
They also do, you can send invoices out and get paid just like with QuickBooks if you got 1099 employees,
right? Or
if you need to pay people. So, both of these, Bill.com and QuickBooks, they are not just only a software that can keep up with your accounting.
Right.
They're also a software that can also send invoices and process incoming invoices. So receiving invoices and outgoing, receiving, and also, processing everything payments for you.
Yeah. And so, I want you guys to be equipped. I'm glad they asked that question, because QuickBooks can help you in the beginning and they can help you during the process of your business. And you need to keep up with this, because this is like tax time, right? This is another thing I like to talk about building business credit. Don't always write everything off. Because it limits you on how much you can borrow. So, we're talking about, setting up QuickBooks. We got our bank account. Now we're getting into those net 7s, the net 30s, right? So you got companies like Uline. I think just about any business can use Uline. They always send you, they send you that real big book. They send you a big old book.
We used it. It was so amazing for us. Like, we even use Uline at the restaurant, because we do our own bottle lemonades. They have the bottles that we like in order to do our lemonade. So, these are things that can really benefit you. So like Marvin said, just take time out, go through and see what works best for you. Don't just do what Instagram or everyone else is telling you to do. Take time out and see what fits your business, because that's the only way that you're going to scale. Not following what the Jones is doing, but follow what works for your business. You take the information and you take out what's beneficial to you, and you leave the rest on the wayside for whoever else may need it.
Right. And then you really search out these vendors. I mean, we got lists of them. I mean, it could be Quill, it could be Granger, it could be Office Depot, Home Depot, Lowe's. I mean, there's so many places that have net 30 accounts. It really depends on your industry and what you're doing for a living. But using those net 30s, net 90s, net 7s, they can all actually help you build your business credit. Now, let's say you have, like Gloria said, you have bad credit, but you have cash flow. We got lenders that we can refer you guys to that, like Gloria said, you can get a merchant cash advance. I really don't like those, but they do work for some businesses.
They do.
All right. Then you got other lenders that they primarily go on your cash flow. They have business cash advances, merchant cash advances. All of that can be done with bad credit. But while you're working on your business credit, we tell people this all the time. Work on
your
both.
Personal credit at the same time.
Work on both.
Yeah, why not? Let me say this, Marvin. Like we have all of these alternative lending.
Correct.
All these alternative lending
sources
that you can use, right? But why not get yourself in the position? Like me, I'm just gonna tell y'all, I'm a VIP girl.
Right.
I like everything VIP. But there was a time that I wasn't VIP.
Right.
Because I had to get myself in position in order to be VIP. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just VIP. I had to work and earn that VIP status. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to work and earn where you're trying to go and what you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? If that means you want to have, like think about, sit down and just do one thing for me, okay? Sit down and look at whatever you have for a high interest rate credit card, right?
Yeah.
And then go look at if you were in the position where you didn't have high rates.
Correct.
You had a lower rate. Think about all that money that you could be saving
year
after year. Like
yes.
we gotta, like really we need to do it's a mindset shift.
It is. It is.
It's a mindset shift to
it is.
think about getting yourself in a better position. Like sometimes we have to do what we have to do.
Right.
Okay. So just say, okay, listen, I'm going to have to take this high interest rate right now for the time being.
Yeah.
But don't get stuck right there.
Right.
Don't stay there.
Right.
What are you going to do to get yourself out of that high interest rate?
Exactly.
So a lot of times, Marvin, what we do is get comfortable and we get stuck.
Yep.
Don't get stuck. It's okay. Life happens to all of us. You know what I'm saying? Don't think life doesn't happen. You went through a bad divorce. You lost your job. You may have gotten sick. Whatever the case may be, guess what? It's a mindset shift that I'm going to do something different.
Right.
I'm going to change my trajectory by doing these things to get me in better position. For example, repairing my credit.
Correct.
Getting me in position so I know that I want to open a business. Some people are they know it's for them.
Right.
It's in them, like me.
Right.
It was in me to open a business, but of course I failed a couple of times. It didn't just happen overnight and I made all this money.
Right.
I had to fail in order to succeed.
And everybody in business that I know of who have been incredibly successful, they failed at some point. So it's not about the failing part. It's about getting up and doing something about it. Bad credit is temporary, y'all. It is not something you have to deal with. And what you got to do is sit down, look at it. The biggest thing we see with business owners, they don't look at their personal credit.
That is true.
Look at it, figure out what you need to correct. After you figure out what you need to correct, build more credit. Now, let me tell y'all the difference between business credit and personal credit.
Yes.
You can continue to get new accounts on the business side and it does not hurt your credit. Companies like Uline, Quill, Granger, Home Depot, Office Depot. You got all of these companies where you can open up net 30s and start to build that credit and keep going to these companies, keep using these companies so that you can actually get higher credit lines.
Yeah.
All right, even Sam's Club. Sam's Club has a no personal guarantee card, but you need to have anywhere from 5 to 14 open trade lines to get that card. So it's not like you just get Uline and Quill and then you get the card. If you actually open up more, you will be able to get that card. Then guess what? You can get gas cards. You can get, like Gloria said, it's other cards that they depend more on your cash flow as a business. They call them fintech companies. They depend more on your cash flow than they do on your credit score.
Most definitely. And Marvin, it's just so amazing how, if you get yourself in position, right? You can have your car in your business name.
Right.
You're driving it for the business.
Right.
Why not have it as a tax write-off?
Correct.
We want to write everything off, but we need to be using things that are beneficial in our business. Not just looking at our tax returns, talking about, telling your accountant, no, we need to get this all the way down. I don't want to pay nothing. What else can I write off? What can we put some stuff in there? That's not the right answer.
No.
The answer is, let me ask you guys a question and put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Would you pay $30,000 to have access to 1.2 million?
Right.
Put it in the chat, light it up, and let me know what you think. Would you pay $30,000 to have access to 1.2 million?
Yeah.
Share with me.
Yep. Share, guys. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I want to ask, is 626 Enterprises from Texas, are you still on the chat? I want to show you guys something right quick. I want to show you how you can check your business credit on Experian. So let me know in the chat, is 626 Enterprises, are you still there? Okay, he said yes. Awesome. Awesome. So I want to show you something. This is how you go to Experian, right? You go to Experian, or we call it smartbusinessreports.com. Yes. I want you to tell me in the chat which one of these is your company. Let me know in the chat which one is your company. So I pulled up all these companies and see these right here don't have any trade lines. I want to show you an example. So 626, what city is your company located in? And then I want to show you guys, see, these companies have no trade lines. All right. All of these 626, they have no trade lines. I'm going to take one more example because I want to show you guys a company that can have actual trade lines. Somebody else from Florida, St. Sursay, Florida, had put their name in there. I think I got one more company that put their name in the actual state. I want to see if I can find somebody that has, okay, Herbal and Simple LLC. Let's check it. Herbal and Simple LLC. I want to show you guys how you can find out and monitor your trade lines. Help me remember that, baby. Herbal and Simple LLC. And that was what? Florida? I believe it was Florida.
I believe it was Florida.
Let's check it out and let's see. Let's determine whether these companies have trade lines. Okay. Herbal and Simple has trade lines. Can y'all see right there where it shows trade lines?
If you're in Largo, Florida.
If you're in Largo, Florida, Herbal and Simple has trade lines. Y'all see that? Y'all see that right there? I want you guys to realize this is how you go to Smart Business Reports and you check to see if you have trade lines. After that, you proceed. So 626, I'm going to show you. You said St. Petersburg. I'm going to do yours one more time just to show you. This is where you go before you buy a report. You can tell if you have trade lines or not. So I believe he said St. Petersburg. Hold up, let me go back. I think I spelled something wrong. Oh, no, it was Texas. It was Texas. So let's go back to Texas, and then let's make sure we got the right state. Make sure my memory is serving me right. Oh, 626
Florida.
626 says St. Petersburg,
Florida.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's make sure we get this right. I thought it was Texas for some reason. Florida. All right.
All right.
We got, okay, 626. If any of those are your other addresses, which is probably not. So right now, 626, you do not have trade lines.
Yeah, you don't have trade lines.
But you can go to Smart Business Reports and monitor your credit, you know, and that way you can see if you have business credit or not. So guys, remember, it's not only just NAV. You know, a lot of people go to NAV, NAV.com. They also put a trade line on your credit and get, you know, help you get a score, but you can monitor your credit. So I want you guys to have these tools so that you know how to proceed. Now, if anybody, say you want us to help you raise money, Glory and I have a mentorship and we help you raise money with our mentorship. We got like a 3-month, a 6-month, and a 1-year mentorship. We've had a lot of people lately sign up for the mentorship. If you guys want a free business, one-on-one on Zoom, we will give you guys a free 15-minute Zoom call where we actually go over your business. We go over your personal credit. We get really deep and granular into your business so we can figure out, can we show you how to keep raising money? And yes, it does cost. Our membership does cost. Our mentorship costs rather. But
the one-on-one is absolutely
the one-on-one is absolutely free
because we're going to take a deep dive into what you have going on. so we can know if we can help you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really important that, you know, like in life, you need to have a mentor, a coach. You need to have somebody guiding you.
Right.
Like the information that I have now, I'm telling you, if I would have had this 10 years ago, but it wasn't meant for me to have it then. It was meant for me to have it now.
Exactly.
So that I can pour it into you. It wasn't about me. It was about pouring it into you guys. So the one-on-one Zoom call is absolutely free. We take a deep dive into your business. We kind of figure out what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go, how much money you need to raise, and then we go from there, because that's what it's about. We need to get a good understanding. You know, are you a good fit for our program? And you want to know, are we a good fit for you?
Exactly. And we have several people that have signed up. Everybody is not meant to be in our mentorship, and it may be something you can do later. But if you're ready, if you're a good fit, if we figure we can help you and you can actually benefit from our program, you can get in our mentorship. Free 15-minute Zoom call. You get on there with myself or Gloria or both, and we go through you, your business, your credit, and your goals and what you're trying to do. And we try to help you guys figure out how to keep raising money. You know, the biggest thing we learned in the last, I say, probably 5 years with business owners, they only raise money one time. It's like we raise money one time and then we stop. It's not about that, you guys.
And I was guilty of that. And that's why I failed years ago.
Yeah.
You know, like I thought I had it all together, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Corporate America girl, you know, went to college, did all of those amazing things, but I knew I wanted to be a business owner, right? So I actually saved my money, pulled all money out my 401k. So that I can open this business that I wanted to open, because I knew I was supposed to be an entrepreneur. It was in my blood. It was in my soul. So I did all of those things, and guess what? I failed because I didn't raise enough capital. I didn't have a Marvin next to me back then. I was a single mom, and I wanted to make it happen. You know, we all have dreams and aspirations, and you know, we want to do these things, but I didn't have a coach or a mentor to guide me, to help me not make the mistakes that I made. So I jumped out. I stepped out on faith, first of all. And I knew that God had me, but he also wanted me to have those lessons in life to make me who I am today. He already saw where I was going. I didn't see where I was going. So I had to fail a couple of times to succeed. So now I'm in a position where I can help others not make the same mistakes that I made, because that's where it was supposed to happen for me.
And I know it's some people out there that have been through a divorce. You maybe lost your job. Maybe you lost your business during COVID. You know, we talk to people from all walks of life. You know, we've talked to retired people that had to start over. You know, we've talked to young people that are really trying to figure it out. So it's up to you guys. You know, when it comes to bad credit, that's no excuse.
None whatsoever.
You know, type AI in the chat, and we're going to send you guys a link. Even if it's after this live and you're listening to a replay, we're going to send you a link and help you work on your personal credit. It's a do-it-yourself program, absolutely cheap. It's only like $39.95 a month. You guys can do that in 15 minutes, no big deal. But don't use bad credit as an excuse. And if you want to start your business, like Gloria said, if it's meant for you, God has it for you, guess what? You need to do it. All you got to do, we're providing the platform, the community. You know, you can watch all of our videos. If you guys have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Start watching our videos. Think about doing that free consultation and let us see what we can do to help you guys start living your dreams. Now, having a business is not easy. It's not. You know, it's one of the hardest things I think I've ever done. But at the same time, it's the most rewarding.
It is.
You know, we just did an interview last week and somebody was asking us, like, you know, how does it feel when you help somebody, you know, raise money for their business and actually accomplish things? I said, man, it's one of the best feelings in the world, because now, you know, not only did you learn how to run a business, now you really know something when you can teach somebody else how to do it.
And then, you know, like Marvin, for me, it feels so amazing because like I know what I went through as a new business owner, and
yeah.
the struggles and not having money and oh my God, the stress
right.
and the not being able to pay bills. And some of you have employees. We have something that can help you with payroll.
The payroll line of credit. Yeah,
we have a payroll line of credit.
Payroll. I didn't even think it was such a thing.
It's just so many. Like, let me tell you guys, there's no reason to fail. There's too many resources out here today.
Right.
But you just may not know where the resources are.
Correct.
Or which way to turn.
Correct.
But that's where we're going to help and guide you.
Yeah.
We're going to help guide you and get you what you need and get you where you're trying to go, because like I didn't have all these resources, Marvin. It's just like, like I was stating before, I raised money to open the business, but I didn't raise enough. I had 20 grand and I thought I had made it, Marvin. And as a business owner, you'll go through 20 grand just like that. I can pay payroll and maybe 2 bills, and that's 20,000 right there.
And somebody said that today, like now they're understanding that they got to raise more, because you're not accounting for things going wrong.
Yeah.
You're not accounting for life happening. You may get sick. Something may happen to your spouse or your kids. You got to take off, and that's lost income. Mm-hmm. So you got to, if you think you need 20,000, you might need 60 or 80,000.
And Marvin, that's another thing. Don't wait until you get bootstrapped and then you got to try to figure it out and you're stressing out because you need the money. It's easier to get the money when you don't need it.
Exactly.
Versus trying to get money when you need it.
Yeah.
Let me say that one more time for you guys. It's easier to get money when you don't need it.
Right.
Versus when you need it, it's harder to get, because let me tell you, we're not trying to say go in debt.
No,
we're not trying to just tell you, just go out here and get all this money from these banks and all these. That's not what we're saying. No. Because at the end of the day, you have to pay the money back.
Correct.
It's not free money.
Right.
So we have to pay the money back. Okay. So let me be very clear on that.
Yeah.
The second thing is we're telling you to get the money and have it there. So when you need it, that's that rainy day fund for your business. All business need to have rainy day fund. That's just like businesses have petty cash.
Yeah.
For little things that come up. It's called petty cash for little small things that you need to pay out.
Yeah.
So you need to have that working capital over to the side. So when things come up, you have the money. Let me say this, Marvin. Maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago, let me tell y'all, God, let me tell you something. All HE double hockey sticks broke out at the restaurant. I'm telling y'all, all of it happened at us all at one time.
Right.
The refrigerator went out.
Right.
And the ice maker went out.
Right.
We did not. I wasn't ready to hear, the refrigerator. I called the repairman. He don't came out 3 times for this same refrigerator.
Right.
He don't came out twice for the ice maker. I thought I had it fixed. I paid the guy to fix the ice maker. It started dropping ice. Guess what? It stopped dropping ice.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh my God. So these are 2 large expenses. If you look it up,
major.
Commercial ice maker is like $3 grand, anywhere from $2,500 on up. Refrigerator, $2,500 on up. And I'm looking at Marvin. Now I'm just like, Marvin, our refrigerator doesn't work. Marvin, the ice maker doesn't work. He was like, okay. So what did the repair people say? And Marvin is like real handy, like, he knows how to fix some stuff, and he knows like the terminology and all of that.
Right.
Okay, come to find out, we had to buy a new ice maker and refrigerator at the same darn time.
But let's talk about what happened. They were paid for it. So think about it. Yeah. Right when they were paid for it and we didn't owe any money, it was time to get new ones. So what does that mean? As a business owner, we're always thinking, it's paid off now. But when you're using something for commercial use
every day,
it's going to wear out faster than something that you use at home.
Yeah.
And so when you're talking about building business credit, you guys got to keep asking for increases.
Most definitely.
Because as you stay in business and as you make more money, believe it or not, your expenses go up.
Most definitely.
The more money you make, the more money you're going to actually spend. Yeah. So always, every 3 to 6 months, I don't care if it's MasterCard, Visa, American Express, whoever it is, ask for increases. And then let's talk about bad personal credit. I want to just talk, touch on this. If you guys are still having problems with your credit, the first thing you need to do is start building credit. What I mean by that is set up a secure card. Now, this is going to talk about both at the same time. You can set up a secure card for your personal credit, and you can set up a secure card for your business credit.
Most
so you can just say if you have no business credit, you got bad personal credit. That's the worst of the worst. So what I would do is talk to any bank, long as you don't owe the bank, talk to them and set up a secure card on the personal side, set up a secure card on the business side. Normally in about 12 months, they will graduate you to an unsecured card. You can read that right on bank websites. And we got a couple of videos where I talked about that on our YouTube channel. So
you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. Check out these other videos. Gloria and I put a lot of research, a lot of work, into this. It's fun, but people don't realize making some of these videos are not as easy as you think. Then trying to remember all this stuff as you're talking, it's a lot going on.
Because there's so many banks out there, and we want to give you all the information.
All the value.
That's what it's about for us. We want to empower your finances. And like Marvin, one of the things, Marvin and I talk a lot about this. We don't want you to go through what we went through. We want to be that sound voice for you so that you can just go to our channel and be like, hey, let me see what's going on with this or that. Or if you want us to cover a video, comment on one of our videos. We read all of our comments. And we would love to, do a video that may even help you. If you want to know more about a particular bank or a particular credit union or some financing, or, check out our video if you want to put your car in your business name. We're talking about all things money,
a couple weeks ago, we did like 2 weeks in a row where we talked about automobiles in your company name. So we talk about putting your car in your business name. That's another easy way to build business credit. Talk to your bank and see if you can convert, or refinance is the term. You can refinance your car or automobile into the business name.
And some banks won't, you don't even have to refinance. They'll just charge you a charge. I know Navy, one of our clients, she called me up. She said, I wanted to put my car in my business name. She said, Gloria, do you think I could try Navy? Yeah. Navy took her car and they charged her $50 and they put it in her business name. Right.
And you know what you guys can do? First, make sure tonight, and I want y'all to promise me this. Make sure tonight, if you got bad personal credit, you type AI in the chat. I'm going to send you the link. I don't care if it's tomorrow or a week from now. If I see it come up in the comments, I'm going to send you guys the link. And then also, I want you guys to really ask your bankers. Have the conversation with your bankers. Hey, if I do a secure card, will that help me? Ask them. They'll let you know, can I do a secured card or a secured loan? You can have something that's paid off, use it as collateral to build credit with the bank on the personal side, or you can do this on the business side. So really sit down and ask these bankers. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I think a lot of times we think that bankers are like, they have some power over us, and they're really just salespeople. They want you to buy something from them. They want you to do business with them. So even if you got bad personal credit, this is the perfect time for you to ask questions, because you can't do nothing anyway.
And let me say this too, Marvin, let me say this. Okay. Banks, how do you think banks make money?
Right.
By offering you products.
Exactly.
They want your business.
Right.
Okay. They want to litigate risk.
Right.
Okay. They don't want
mitigate.
I'm sorry. Risk. But let me tell you guys something. They want to give you guys all the money.
Correct.
That's why it's important to build a relationship.
Right.
It's about building that relationship
exactly
with the bank, because they want to continue to make money.
Right.
And by making money is by keep offering you products.
Exactly.
You're in the position to pay them back.
Products, a loan product, credit card is called the product. Line of credit is called the product. So, and Gloria and I, we just recorded a video today. It has not out yet, but we talked about how banks have products, and then every bank is not meant for your business.
Yes.
So don't think that I gotta go to Chase or I gotta go to Amex. No, you have to go to the bank that's best for your business. And then a lot of people always ask this, Marvin, Gloria, what's the best bank for me? We always say the bank that's close to your house or close to your business.
Yeah.
You want somewhere where you can reach out and touch somebody. And if you need something done in a hurry, you can get it done. Would you agree, babe?
I agree. And I'm going to tell you, like everybody's on YouTube saying, or Instagram, TikTok, go to this bank, go to that bank.
Right.
When they get flooded with everybody going to them, guess what happens?
They cut the program off,
or they change the requirements of the program.
Yeah.
So just know, banks are starting to want top tier.
Right.
So get yourself together so you can be top tier. You are VIP. Tell yourself, I'm VIP in everything that I do. There's no reason why you can't be VIP. You owe it to yourself.
That's right.
Get yourself in position. Don't let nobody tell you can't. Like, I'm gonna be in a position where you can't tell me I can't. If I want this card, baby,
you gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it because I'm gonna prepare myself. Oh, these are the requirements for this card.
Right.
I like that card.
Right.
That's the card I want. I told Marvin I wanted this Delta, the highest Delta card, the Delta Reserve card. I have it. It's not even in here, but I have that card.
Right.
And I wanted that card so bad. And I looked at Marvin. And when I first applied for my Delta Sky Miles card, they gave me the regular Sky Miles card, the bottom, the first one. And I'm like, okay, this is what they go give me, Marvin. I didn't want that, but I took it,
Right.
So I spend on it, pay it off. Marvin, I started paying my credit card every 2 days on Amex. And, I would spend, swipe, pay it right off. Swipe, pay it right off. Until they sent me an invitation.
Right.
I logged in to look at my bill to pay it. It was like, oh, you're eligible to upgrade. Would you like to upgrade to this card?
Right.
Yes, because that's the card I wanted and I worked towards getting it. Exactly. So I just played the system so that I can get what I wanted. And you can too. Get yourself in position. Decide what you want for you in your life.
Right. And if you guys want to do that, I want to see this out on the replay. I want flames in the chat. For all of y'all that stuck around, I want flames in the chat. And I want to let you guys know something. Make sure you subscribe. Gloria and I are going to start doing giveaways on YouTube. So I'm letting y'all know now. We're going to start doing giveaways on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to Marvin and Gloria Smith. We got some exciting giveaways. You got to be on YouTube to be entered. And we're going to do it right during the live. I'm just letting y'all know we're going to do it right during the live. Y'all are going to be so excited. We're just starting.
Somebody said they literally only have one late payment. Oh man, that's the worst.
Yeah, one late payment is the worst. I'm sorry, but try that software. DM me. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe and DM me. I'm going to make sure I get y'all that AI software.
Because you can ask for forgiveness.
It's several things you can try.
There's several things that you can try that works.
But it hurts. That 30-day late hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt. It hurts.
But don't give up. The one thing that we've realized, don't give up in your pursuit of being in business. Don't give up in your pursuit of getting over having bad credit. It's just a moment. I lost 30 houses during 2008.
Yeah.
I lost cars. Like Gloria said, I've lost 30 houses. Most people mad and sad because they lost one. I've lost 30. And if I can get over there, right now, Gloria and I live on an island. We live in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
I never thought when I was losing those houses that I would, if you told me I was going to be living on an island 10 or 15 years later, I'd have been like, man, you're crazy. I'm so broke. It was just like, you go through those moments. And I want you guys to realize it's just moments.
Exactly.
This isn't who you are.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. And you can get past these things.
Yes,
you just got to put one foot in front of the other. Right now, you guys got these things. You got smartphones. You got YouTube. You got Instagram. You got Marvin and Gloria.
Yes.
All you got to do is watch these videos, subscribe, tune in, ask questions, make comments. Ask not,
because you have not.
Because you have not. I want you guys to prosper. Gloria and I, we could do something else with our time besides jump on here. But we know how it feels to be in that position where you're not making as much money as you made and your bills fall behind and your self-esteem falls with it too.
Yes.
But I'm telling y'all, you can get back up. You can make this happen. Let's get it, y'all. Type AI in the chat if you need it. I'll make sure I answer y'all later on. And look, I want you guys to check out this next video. It's a live that we have. It's about how to put your car in your business name. And we're going to be back here next Tuesday. So if you want to know how to refinance your car, I want y'all to check the next video out. But we're going to have another live next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.